Hi Leo, welcome to your December monthly forecast. For this reading, I will be tuning into past, present, future energies or body, mind, and spirit. And so whatever way works for you or resonates for you, that's how it'll, the energies will be coming in. I've set the intention of having that information come in that way. And again, whatever resonates for you, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. But as I tuned into your energy this month, Leo, what I was getting, I was literally being shown a roller coaster ride. And so I just feel like some of you might be coming out of this space or some of you might be going into this space. But this feeling of kind of being the roller coaster, and roller coasters can be exciting and fun, but they also can be like, oh crap. And each, you get that sort of energy of sometimes you're going up on this high, and then you come down and it's like you're all of a sudden you just have that energy that's kind of, and it's not like a peaks and valley, it's an exciting ride, but it just feels like it's just like, it feels like it's been a whirlwind. And so that's what I'm getting in terms of that energy. And as I just sort of also tune into spirit here, I feel like there's been a situation where in some cases you've had to be the adult in relationships where others should have been that for you. And so there may be a situation with a mother or father that you've had in life where you've had to kind of step into that role and be that more for yourself. And I just feel like Spirit's acknowledging that for you, and that it's created a situation where it's helped mature you in a way that some other people don't have that. And so I guess if there was any way to sort of look at that from a positive, that's the biggest thing that I'm getting there, that it's at times it can be difficult, a little bit of a roller coaster and having to manage those energies, but it's really growing you in a way that it would not have had you not had that experience in life. So, all right, so Leo, let's go ahead and jump into the energies for the month of December and see specifically what the cards say at this time. So pull the cards, I'll pull all the cards and then just sort of tune in from an energetic perspective to see what additional messages beyond what I've already brought through. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have from a body perspective and simplicity? Oh wow, okay. Another sign got this, quite like one of the first signs that I did, and I can't remember which one, but you'll have to go back. I think it was Libra, and so there must be I would go back and then check that video, but they got that exact card in that exact position. So another sign. So you might have a connection with that through one of your maybe moon or rising signs. But I would go back and look at that one. So, all right. This is interesting because I even was thinking when I was pulling, when I was feeling this energy, I was like, I felt this energy before, like this feeling of, and I even think with Libra, it was talking, gosh, was it Libra? I can't, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember the exact one of it, but it was something about like kind of burning both, and I felt that too. So you'll have to go back in and look. In fact, I'm quite curious now because I feel a similar energy. So that's coming into your reading as well. There might be another person that you're connected to there as well. So let's see here. Okay, and we've got purity, and that's card 30, just 3. There's a lot of white, the white energies that's coming in here. I'm seeing that right off the bat. It's quite interesting. Okay, cords. Yep, I'm not surprised considering what I was getting in terms of your energy. And then let's pull a final love card and see what... Okay. Okay, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. And it's interesting because, wow, If you look here, I don't know if you can see that okay, but there's looks like it's a mom that's holding her child, and it really, in the hands around it, it's fascinating because as I just sort of connect with this energy, I'm really seeing this feeling of, again, this is what I had mentioned earlier in terms of the energy around the parents. There's something symbolic to this, and this feeling of treasuring the ones that you have in your life at this time. And I feel like a lot of you are going through a situation where, again, in childhood, you may have not always had those bonds or those defined, you may have come in and felt more like the parent. You had to kind of step up and be in that role at a very young age. But it's also acknowledging that the life that you have now and kind of embracing those experiences with those people, because I feel like it's just the best way to sort of have the breakthrough. And as I'm seeing that, I see the breakthrough and the chords, and it's fascinating how Spirit will kind of give me the information and then take my eyes to the next card here. So chords a lot of times are connected to, I'll get them connected to financial or relationships. And I feel like there's just a lot of chords that in terms of things that you either are releasing or you need to release in terms of that expectation. It could be in terms of relationships. It could be parents. I feel that the feeling is for me is heavy around parental, but oftentimes when I see that and a parent, it could also be in a relationship. So oftentimes we have sort of things that we carry from our parents. We end up creating a situation where we're attracted to that energy in a spouse or lover, and therefore they exude a similar energy as well. So I just feel like this is about cutting that cord of disappointment, expectation about what should have been, and kind of going into it in a new energy. And that's really what I'm seeing here as well. If you look, she's got this, so this is card 10, and then this is card 30. And if you look, she's got this sort of veil on her eyes. And the way that I really see this is this feeling of, is looking at things from a different perspective, but also kind of like being awakened to what was and not necessarily accepting that any longer. And so I just feel like for you guys, there's something around this, there's significance around that. And but it's also looking at it through, I'm getting that strong energy of like looking at it through spirit or through the eyes of love, which is blind, right? There's no, you look at the scales, like the justice scale, there's the blindfold, right? She's blindfolded because justice is not biased. And so I just feel like for this, there's that energy of feeling of pure and in the space of looking at things through love and releasing some of these cords. And this simplicity, I mean, it goes really well with this. And I just feel like Spirit's really around you with this. I feel like this feeling of kind of doing a reeval of relationships over the past and what no longer serves you. You're getting rid of these things. You're breaking free of these, and you're getting into this space where you're only going to really accept anything that's for your highest and greatest good. And it's almost like when you can release yourself from that, you don't hold on to things that no longer serve you. But conversely, some of you it's this feeling of you sort of taking off this veil that's been put upon you, and you're seeing things in a new light. And so I just feel like that's really important for your energy. I'm going to pull another another card for the cords here. I just feel like I keep being drawn to that because I feel like there's another layer story to that I want to bring up as well. Spirit, can you clarify the cord card and what is going on in terms of the cord for Leo for the month of December? Yeah, I just feel like some of you might have like there might be some energy that's been overbearing for you, and you're really sort of releasing that and not accepting that anymore. You're really moving away from that and finding your strength. Yeah, reminiscing. And this is really kind of looking back at the past. There's a lot of that energy that's coming forward. They're telling me to pull. I have to pull 2 more. They're telling me to pull 2 more. And so that's really kind of looking back at the past and seeing things in a different. There's significance here. She's kind of got this veil on, and then she's looking forward. And in both cases, the eyes are kind of turned away, or you can't see them, because it's really kind of going inward to your heart and not necessarily looking at it from the physical eyes and that physical perception. Okay. All right, endurance. Okay, and then one more. Yeah. This tells me that you've been going through this for a while. This feeling of like this has been happening for a while for some of you. And I feel like it's kind of the breakthrough is occurring with this, and the feeling of it, you emerging, almost kind of like that butterfly, the transformation energy there. Okay. Okay, and then be open. So yeah. At the beginning, like I said, I was seeing that the roller coaster, and this all is kind of coming full circle and makes sense, because it goes, you know, as the roller coaster moves on, you have to just keep going and being open to whatever might come your way. And I just feel like there's a lot of travel energy here too. You can see the road, and then being open. You've got this walkway. You're coming down to a new space. The reminiscing, kind of looking forward, and I feel like one's kind of looking back and one's looking forward, and you're in that space. But I feel like the biggest thing for you guys is just to keep moving forward. I feel like it's going to, some of you, again, you're going to be at different points in time within this path of progression, but I feel like it's really good for your energy and sort of purging of things. And it's going to enhance all relationships that you have. So it might, you don't always have to forgive people or accept their behaviors, but it's this feeling of like acknowledging and integrating in that new way of living or new way of looking at things. So it's really around that perception. Keep getting that with the eyes and the vision. All right, so let's see what the health and wealth card for the energy, just to kind of bring more of that into your life. What's the recommendation from Spirit as it relates to that for Leo? Okay. All right. Yeah, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. And so I just feel like whatever this is, and I'm being drawn to that blue energy here. You have a lot of blue in here. And that comes to, it's kind of the communication and speaking your truth. But I just feel like you're stepping into this space where you're really sort of letting go, redefining, recommunicating, and reestablishing who you are within these relationships that you have and these experiences. But it can be a little bit of a roller coaster ride. And I just feel like I want to acknowledge for you, Leo, that your emotions have been up and down and up and down. But I just feel like it's all sort of the purge process and moving through the energies of, and I feel like you're going back in time, like you're going back through the years of things and kind of doing reflection and looking back and really, well, I mean, that's what we have here, reminiscing, right? And so it's really kind of going back and seeing what energies need to come up to the surface to be purged out for your highest and greatest good. So Leo, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you have an amazing December. Happy holidays and namaste.